What's good, everybody? It's the Storm Podcast, episode 66. I'm your host, Malcolm. I'm here with my boys.
See, mate, you're irate.
Gang. That was all right.
It's your boy Big Oof in the building.
What up?
It's Ivermillion.
What's good? How's everybody feeling today, man?
Chilling.
This beautiful Juneteenth Friday. Y'all know the vibes.
It's a proud Friday, man.
Facts, man. It's a good-ass Friday. You know, I had to wear the melanin shirt. I got the charger on my neck. I had to wear the melanin shirt to support. Y'all know the vibes. Shit is lit, man. Shit is lit.
Chris had to wear the Polaroid shirt to support.
Exactly. I support all colors.
Clever.
Hey.
What y'all been on this week, man?
Shit, man. It's been hot outside.
It's been hot as fuck.
So.
Says
No,
the nigga
just
wearing a
stay
hoodie.
It was decent Monday, Tuesday.
I
Since
don't even
Wednesday, it's
remember.
been hot.
All I just remember is heat. Just blatant, disrespectful heat.
Just it being hot outside. A ridiculous amount of heat.
Yeah, niggas could not handle that shit. That shit is tough. I fucking get tired. Like, and you know what, like, the beginning of summer be the worst because your body ain't adjusted yet. Like, once you get adjusted, it's cool. Like, beforehand, 75 be sweltering to a motherfucker. But once things start to cool down a little bit and your body gets adjusted, you be kicking it at 90 degrees like, nigga, so? Like,
That's
90 degrees still be like OD. I hate when it's too hot. I like when it's too cold versus too hot.
fuck too cold.
Nah, too hot is better.
Fuck too cold.
You
too
can
cold
you
is
can run
ass.
from the cold. You can run from the cold. You can't get away from the heat. It's gonna be hot
nigga.
everywhere, no matter what. You can run into an AC building or some shit like that, but all you can say the same shit about like the cold. I can run into a building with heat,
Right.
like, but I can beat the cold outside. I can have a warm enough coat. I can have a warm enough jacket that beats the cold.
That cold is
when
gonna
it's hot
beat
outside,
your ass, nigga.
When it's hot outside, nigga, it's hot. There's
I hate
nothing else you can
humidity,
do.
Dog.
You
Even
can
if,
power
if
through
you're in
the
a
heat.
building
You're not
with
powering
AC,
through
bro,
super cold.
You
can power
step
through
outside and
super
the humidity
cold.
just slaps you in the face, bro.
No, but
it's
You can
there's
power
also
through that,
there's
though.
nothing like that cold ass wind. That wind that's cold enough to cut you.
Nigga, that shit hurts.
That shit is
Cold
ridiculous.
will hurt, nigga. Cold will make cold can actually fold somebody.
Yeah.
Heat, you'll be like, damn, you're gonna be complaining. Cold will make you be like, no, nigga, like, it's over. I have to get to some heat right now or else
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking die.
If you're
Like,
not
niggas
prepared, you can die in the cold. And you've got
If you're not prepared, you could die in the heat.
be not like the
not
cold,
as easily.
though.
Like
The
worst
cold
case,
will take you out, nigga.
worst case, take off your shirt, take off your pants. You could survive. But in the
You
cold,
can
you got
take
like
off
30
your shirt
minutes.
and you can take off your pants and still be too hot.
But you
that's my
get more
whole,
time.
Like,
You get
that's
more
the
time.
whole premise for why I don't like the shit. I can get a warm enough coat while I'm outside in the cold to be fine.
You
I
got,
don't.
Like 30
I will.
minutes.
You will never have clothing that could just make you cold.
While that is true, you can be in the heat and be like, I am uncomfortable. Like, you can be in summer heat and be like, I am uncomfortable as fuck. This is not lit. You can be in winter cold and be like, this shit hurts, nigga. My fingers are hurting. My toes are in pain. Like, that shit will hurt you.
What? You've never been outside and the back of your neck be so hot that motherfucker hurt?
But that's uncomfortable. It's
No,
not like,
that
ow.
motherfucker be stinging.
Nigga,
be
wear
dropping.
black for
Yeah,
maybe for
I'm
white
cool with
people.
that.
Yes,
I'm
the
cool
sun,
with that.
sunburn. I get it. I'm black. That's not gonna happen. So the cold be, that shit hurts, nigga. That shit can fucking hurt you.
Sunburns are nasty, man.
I don't know, bro.
I don't get
And
get
niggas
tan. I'm
be
like
stinking.
I'm a pretty pale Mexican, so
OD.
Pretty pill?
I've never heard that before.
What does that mean?
Like pretty
like,
pale.
I'm pale for a Mexican.
Oh, I thought you said pretty pill, like a
I heard
Percocet.
pale.
Pill also,
Pale.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
pale.
So I get sunburned on some dumb shit.
I ain't never been sunburned in my life. If I get sunburned, then I'm standing on the sun. Like,
No,
nigga,
no.
that shit
You,
dangerous.
you can get sunburned. It just depends on like how you're taking it in.
Nah, I'm not about to get
My first time,
No,
I
I
was
promise you don't always just get darker.
maybe like
I'm not about to
Sometimes
get
the
sunburned,
sun
my
fuck
nigga.
up your skin, and that's just that.
Hey, nigga.
I've seen a
I'm
couple
not-
black people.
I ain't
with
never got
sunburn.
sunburned in my life, and I'm 21
Hey,
years old.
My mom got sunburned,
And I've been
if
in the
that
sun,
confirms
nigga.
anything. My mom got that shit.
I
I was
never
like,
got that shit in my life.
Some
Yeah,
people's
you're
melanin is
young.
stronger.
Come on, man. You see the shirt. You know the vibes.
Shit.
hey man,
Oh,
all
and-
I'm saying I would rather be stuck out and it's 30 degrees than 100.
It's
Like,
just not. 30 degrees isn't cold.
30 degrees is considered cold. Well, where do you want to go? Like, where do you want to go with this shit? 10 degrees? I'm definitely cooling in a coat in 10 degrees.
Yeah, that shit not.
Because 100 degrees isn't even like way out of range. But then again, we do live in Chicago, so I could really say like -10.
It'd be cold.
It'd be
Chicago,
cold
nigga.
as fuck. And
Yeah.
-10, I still was cutting up. I was fine. I had to walk to work that day.
Shit not busting. I pass. Fuck all that cold shit.
I
I'll
don't
take
know, that
hot
cold
any
shit
day.
low key bust.
Aside from melting, what y'all been doing this week?
Shit. Staying out the way. I've been focused, like, not trying to be in people's way. You know, like, sometimes you'll passively, like, walk into a doorway or some shit, and you'll just be in somebody's way. Or, like, anything. Like, oh, you need help. Or you're just, like, fucking up the whole situation. I've been trying to let people do them. Like, yo, I'm just stay out the way. Like, I'll walk, not gonna ask anybody if they need help. I would be like, yo, I would just get the fuck out the way. I'm gonna let you do you.
Interesting. All right. Well, it be like that sometimes. What about Boys Behind the Camera? What y'all been on?
Shit, bro. This week was lit. Over the weekend, I got to spend some time. I met up with my homies again. We had a bonfire, smoked a little, and then just chilled for like a few hours till like 3 a.m. And then the next day, I was just at home, bored as fuck, and I'm like, it was Sunday. I was like, dude, let's go fishing. Mind you, I haven't gone fishing in like 2-3 years. Like, this is my first time or whatever, but that shit was fun.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. Do I look like going to y'all niggas?
I
No.
went to the beach like on Wednesday. Nah, Monday. That shit was lit too.
Sounds bussin'.
How many fish did you catch?
I didn't catch shit, dog.
Hey, man.
Well,
It's because
It be like that sometimes.
the lagoon we went to, you still got to figure out what baits to use, you know, and the feeding times or whatever. But
Better hop
It
in
was
and
the
catch them
vibes.
motherfuckers with your bare hands.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
feel
Yeah, you know the
Yeah.
savage mode.
My uncle always told me the best bait was like the shit that's around there. Like, if you can catch a bug, just put a bug on and just throw it in the water.
yeah,
And he was like, yeah, they'll just think it's some normal shit. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, that does make a lot of sense. And why would a worm be like in the middle of the lake right now, just posted?
facts.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, ain't never been fishing. I don't have any desire to. If I'm ever in a
You
situation
need
where
to try it, bro.
fishing just like around, I'll be like, maybe. But I'm not gonna ever. I don't see myself being like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go fishing today. Nah,
I
I'm
do it to
good.
clear my
Wow,
head,
bro.
though. It's
Yeah.
more of like a head clearing thing.
Yeah, it's relaxing shit.
Because there's
Yeah.
nothing to do but watch water for like an extended period of
You
I'm
get
trying to kayak though. Man, I went to a park with my homie. It was a forest preserve.
said.
There was a
Kayak.
big ass lake or whatever, and it was just motherfuckers in that bitch just cooling, just kayaking, going stupid, nigga. I would love to do that. I'm looking around like, is there a kayak rental spot? We're here for a goal too. Like, we're actually like trying to do something. I'm like, yo, we can postpone this shit if they got kayaks in this bitch. I'll rent a kayak and go out in this water right now.
You gotta have a good. I actually did that one
You've
time.
kayaked?
Yeah.
Is it bussin'?
You gotta have a good because it's a 2-person thing.
Oh, true.
So you gotta have a good person to talk to, and you're gonna be talking to them for a while. And I didn't have a good person to talk to. So I mean, it was fun being out on the water and like coordinating. It's exactly like how in the video games you gotta actually coordinate with your partner how to like maneuver the sections and get around.
That shit
It's
sounds
fun.
lit.
It's fun, but yeah, just pick your partner wisely.
I'm trying
You'll
to
be out
kayak
there.
like today. I'm trying to. That shit looks so fun. Them white people was out there just really just in that bitch kayaking like they was born in the fucking kayak. I'm trying to do that shit.
You get to. We actually did like a team race thing, and if somebody falls in the water, you do get to clown them because you're supposed to go in there. Well, the way we did it, we went in like with our normal clothes and our normal stuff. So if we went in the water,
You
that
had
shit,
your phone and everything on you.
Yeah.
Oh, you was like.
I didn't fall in, so I was good. Me and my partner didn't.
They
fall
don't have
in.
solo kayaks.
No, they at the place we
I
went to.
think you're
they
talking
didn't
about
have
like
it.
canoes. And stuff
No, I'm not
like
trying to
that.
canoe. That shit whack. Kayaking, that's what's busting.
A canoe would not be fun to you. I think
A canoe is not as fun as a kayak.
I think a canoe would be. Pretty
You can get a
different,
kayak
though.
zooming. You can't really get a canoe like
Why can't you
busting
get a
off
canoe?
like that. It's a different shape. A kayak is more
Oh, fuck.
hydrodynamic.
I would fly that bitch.
A kayak
We
is
don't
made
give
for
a
speed.
fuck.
A
We
kayak
don't
is
give a fuck.
hydrodynamic. I'm a zoom a fucking kayak. Damn, you know what? I'm going kayaking this week.
Really?
This
Next
week,
episode, I will be like, I'm gonna come and be like, yo, I went kayaking and it was lit.
that water got the corona in it, so I don't think they'll let you do that.
I'm a kayak this week. Watch.
Nigga goes
Watch.
steal
That's a
kayak.
goal of mine for this week. I'm a fucking kayak. But I feel like I didn't ask. What did you do this week, Millie? What you been
Shit.
on?
Millie man.
Man, y'all weeks be so exciting. I just cannot.
Bro,
Every
my
Friday,
week was good.
I be sitting here like,
His week.
Can
My week
y'all
was exciting. What you mean?
say it with more excitement so the people on the mic can be like, damn, this nigga had a good time.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, my week
You
was
said,
fine,
yeah, you know, I went to the beach.
I mean, he had a chill
bar.
weekend.
You gotta,
Fishing, bro.
you gotta come at this bitch and be like, yo, I went fishing. This shit was busting.
I didn't
caught a
catch shit.
fucking whale. I took the whale to the
Fucking
crib.
whale.
Then I had a barbecue. Barbecued the whale up. Like, I need some
Barbecue the
energy.
A whale.
He gonna
That's
have
crazy.
people looking for him. You eating whales, nigga?
Hold up.
Hey, man.
We eating Vic Pack today. they
said-
like,
You said Vic Pack?
yeah, they coming for Vic. They about to
Oh.
eat his ass.
Hey, man. You got to come with excitement. You know what? How about let's try this again? Vermilion, what did you do this week in the most exciting way you can tell the people possible?
Shit, I got a whip push to start on these bitch ass niggas. So if you ever want to flex on me, you
Ooh,
can.
we got the
You
whip.
know the
I'm gonna pull up
vibes.
on you. I'm gonna up the Uzi on your bitch ass.
Okay.
Smoke you, smoke your mom, auntie,
Which one was it?
cousins.
Oh, well.
All them weak ass niggas.
Okay, see,
Nice.
that's how you tell a
Was
nigga
it the
about
one
your
on the
week.
right?
Terminate the week.
It was
Malcolm?
it was a silver Nissan in the back.
Whipping.
Oh, the one that doesn't know how to park.
What you mean? Don't know how to park?
You can't
I
park, my
had to
nigga?
squeeze in that shit, dude.
Nah. Wait, I gotta look back there. You got me fucked up.
You
I
got
know how
a
to
parking
park.
issue.
What
I know
type
how to
is
park.
Sedan?
Yeah, you'll see it after this.
Whipping that bitch. I see you.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
What's up, go crazy.
Chris, what you do this week? Tell us in an
Hey.
exciting way.
All right, so number one, we kicked it off. There was a bonfire earlier this week. Completely forgot to mention it.
Bussin'.
Bonfire.
Bonfire
I've been
smack,
smelling
bro.
like campfire for the past 3 days.
I look at hate
So,
that shit.
Smash.
It's getting annoying.
The
at this
smell
point.
be like caught in my
yeah,
hair.
it's caught in my
Yeah.
hair like a
Like I be
fuck
washing my hair and that shit do not be doing
up.
nothing.
Yeah, it don't
got a trick.
Nothing.
Cut your hair off.
Oh shit.
If I do
Like
cut
an
my hair off,
airbender.
it can't
Exactly.
smell like something
Exactly.
because it's gone.
Genius. That's genius.
That's fair.
like an
That's
airbender.
fair.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm with it.
I like
I'm
that
with it.
idea. Yeah, there was just bonfires. There was some drinking. I don't really like partaking of the alcohol. Alcohol's not my thing. I don't know why. Can't explain. I could drink a beer. Would never go out of my way to do it though. You know, it's one of those. Don't really.
Some people
care
be
about.
living for that shit, man.
I don't understand how people would be like, "Yeah, I want an ice cold beer with my food."
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
you want fucking piss with your food, like terrible.
I can never fiend a beer.
Yeah,
There's people
like-
bro, I want a beer every fucking day. Like,
no.
give me a whole 6-pack. It's like, nah.
I mean,
I'll
I
drink
guess
a
it's an
cold beer with
acquired
my
taste,
food.
maybe.
On a hot,
no,
a hot summer
I have
day.
yet to meet somebody who is genuinely like, "Yo, I'm enjoying this." Like,
Yeah,
no
beer
one
tastes
sits
nasty.
around like, "Yeah, bro, go crack open a beer."
If you
when
say
we're
beer
eating
tastes
food.
good,
But
you're
don't you
fucking
like
lying.
you kick it with like younger people? I feel like older people be like with that shit. They
What
be
do you
like
mean by I kick it with younger people?
like
Nah,
Because they
straight
probably got
adults,
more
like 40-year-old motherfuckers, been drinking beer their whole life. They acquired that shit,
They
and
probably
they
got
be
more
buying
expensive beer.
I was about to say
we
they
got
be buying
fucking
expensive
Modelo's
shit.
and Coronas, cheap ass shit.
I mean, I don't know.
It
I s-
probably tastes just as bad
I don't know.
as it costs.
I have had a bunch of like brews, like IPAs.
But it's acquired.
I have had a bunch of
I know some old people that still don't. Fuck
yeah,
with
like
beer.
you.
I'm
it's
not
just
saying
like,
you reach
Well,
a
a
certain
lot of
age
them.
and it's like shit delicious.
No.
well, there are like
35.
that's
Right,
how
at
I feel like
35
some
niggas be
people
like,
are with coffee though.
Man, I need a fucking whoo shit. That 35 hit, nigga. Someone pass me the Modelo, nigga. Nah.
Like I know a lot of people like that's how coffee was for them.
No,
they
coffee
hit a
is
certain
nasty.
age and coffee became their thing.
No.
And I was like, yo,
Coffee been
I
nasty,
could
always will be
never
nasty.
see beer being my thing. Like at all. Like my homies be like, yeah, go crack one open. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to drink that shit. That shit tastes like ass. I was like, why is there no good just drink that could just get me blasted straight there? And it's
Four
like
Locos. That shit
Four
fucks
Lo-
you
That
up.
shit is dangerous.
Hey,
You
that
trying
shit
to
energy
is
drink and
liquid
alcohol, bro.
nitrogen.
You trying to die?
that is
that's nasty.
that is
I
not
don't know shit
good.
about that.
That is straight
that.
nitrous for your fucking body. You're gonna drink that shit and
It's
instantly
like
start
alcohol
going
and
fast.
crack.
That shit sounds dangerous. I know niggas who in college used to be drinking the fuck out them bitches like it was water.
I'm not drinking no.
You could die doing that.
The niggas at SIU was there was some drug motherfuckers. Niggas at SIU loved their drugs and alcohol, man.
Like
Niggas used to come to class just gone. And you could just tell teachers didn't give a fuck. Like, shit was just, SIU was a different type of school, man.
Shit,
I'm never going back there. I will never step foot on that campus again until I was going to say until I die, but I guess after that I won't. I'm never going to step foot on that campus again. By
you
no
won't be
means.
stepping anywhere.
By no means. I'm good. I'm cool. Fuck that shit.
Rest in peace to the ones still trapped in college. That shit is
I feel
not
bad
fun.
for people who are trapped in college and like are paying college tuition to get connected for free with Education Connection after this goddamn coronavirus. Motherfuckers are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars just to take online school that
Yep.
everybody is taking, like
Yep.
that you can literally get for like $100.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
I felt so bad because like hearing people talk about like all the loans they've taken out, and then I'm like, yo, that shit is crazy. You're in debt. Like, I don't owe anybody shit yet.
That can't be
But-
me. I gotta find my own.
Yeah,
way.
dude,
I can't do that shit.
that shit is so scary to me. Like, and all of my friends will be, yo, you should just try. How do you know if school isn't your thing if you haven't tried it yet? I'm like, okay, so I'll go do a semester. And when I tell you that I do not fuck with the shit, you got to give me my money back. And everybody be looking at me like, I was like, so I have to go and spend this. You're telling me to go spend this cool rack to find out if I like some shit, just for me to be like, yo, I'm telling you right now, if you sit me down and put me back in a school, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, school. I'm
like, homework is not. No, that's not ever going to happen.
I've always been a learn at my own pace type of person. And like, I don't know, school just doesn't fit my personal learning type. I know a lot of people who flourish in that environment and would not enjoy the way that I like to learn. Everybody's different. You should know if it's for you. Like, learn if it's for you or not. I know it's not for me. If you know it's for you, go for it.
That's the weird thing, because I know a lot of people who know that school is not the best way that they learn, but they still suffer through it because they're stuck on this idea of
social
getting a
norm.
degree. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the social norm. And a lot of people follow social norms subconsciously without even realizing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm sure that there are social norms that I probably follow subconsciously that we all do. Even like the clothes that we wear, the way that we talk, the music we listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of those things are social norms that are just, it takes a while to dismantle that type of thing. And when your entire life, from kindergarten to graduation, it's
School.
elementary school, middle school, high school, college. That's what people are telling you your entire life. You're in middle school, they're like, oh, well, make sure you do this because this is what they're going to say in college, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's saying college, 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 college. When the majority is going to college, it's like, I'm not going to college. college is looked at as this thing that only smart people can do. It makes people who don't go to college feel like, damn, am I not smart? Or are people going to think that I'm not smart because I didn't go to college? When it has nothing to do with actual intelligence at all. But that's the social norm, you know?
It's, yeah, because everybody's been, like, I have a lot of friends that will throw the idea, like, yo, you should go back to school. You should work. Like, you know what, to a certain degree, I agree. Like, yo, I should be bettering myself this entire time. I should be getting smarter, huh?
Shout out to Hamid Bankole. He dropped his single College.
That shit is a good song, too.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good song. I like it.
You can play that at the end.
Facts.
Bet.
Oh, yeah, good point. I was just with him the other day.
Well, you guys found out song of the week a little bit early.
Facts.
But, what were we talking about? College? Yeah. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see myself, let alone enjoying it, let alone I don't want to owe anybody a fuck ton of money. And then, like, everybody's excuse for taking out the loans is the same. Everybody's in debt. Nigga, not me. I'm in the green right now. Like, you're the one in debt.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yo, how are you going to get a job without a degree? I'm like, yo, 90% of niggas with a degree don't have jobs, let alone in their field that they studied.
Factual.
I was like, you know how many people I know have degrees and they can't do shit with them?
Yeah.
Like, have no way of using them. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you. I was like, and all the markets that everybody thinks that they're gonna, like, hit are flooded right now. So, like, graphic designers, flooded. Fucking social workers, flooded. Therapists, flooded.
Bruh, I was like, literally in school going to get a degree. Nigga, I had no plan with what I was going to do with this degree. I was just like, high school's over. Nigga got to go to college.
Yeah, bro.
And they was like, what's your degree? Bro, at the little orientation thing, like, they were like, what's your degree? And I'm sitting there like, I was like,
right, this one looks cool.
I was like, business? Like, what in business? Business management. Like, niggas is literally just trying to follow the wave. Like, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I was just taking the classes, my counselors. I had no plan. Like, that shit was whack.
I feel like a lot of people do it for security because
it's not secure anymore. Not in this day and age.
Yeah. But, like, after I finished high school, I took a year off, and I was just, like, I took it off to, like, figure out what I wanted to do with myself. The whole time, as soon as I finished high school, I'm like, dude, what the fuck do I do now? Do I just start working? Do I go to school? Because I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a barber. I wanted to be going to the Marines. I was like, what the fuck do I do? Like, this is where you decide your own path.
Out of the ones you just listed, all of those are pretty much good to go, though. Like, those are ones you could be secure in. And make
but I feel like it was a lot of pressure for being 18 years old and being like,
no,
it was like
sure,
your first real
I feel
decision.
like they only
start
talking about your future so late.
It's the moment where you're
right? Like they start talking about, like, what do you want to be? What do you want to be, like, when you're, like, probably 17? They talk about it like, no, probably like 14, 15. And you have really, like, 4 years to decide what the fuck you want to do for the rest of your life.
Well, the only thing is that's just not the way that life actually works.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're going to do at 18. There are a lot of people who pick the shit and are locked into it now.
Yep.
There's nothing else that they can do because this is what the fuck my degree is. And I'm not trying to go back to school for 4 more years. So, nigga, I'm going to be a vet. I realized I hate dogs in veterinarian school, but nigga, I got this sheet of paper that say I can be a vet. Do I really want to go back for a sheet of paper that say I can be a lawyer? Nope. So nigga, I'm a vet now. Fuck these dogs, but I need to check. Like, that's just the way it goes, you know. Like, that's just, you know, everybody has their own thing. If you enjoy school, you feel that you know what you're doing. I'm like, at no point, in no way am I trying to like hate on anybody who's going to school. I'm just
not in the slightest.
Fuck college, bro. That shit's so expensive.
I'm trying to hate on the people who are there and they know they shouldn't be there. But if you are there with the purpose, yeah, you're cool.
Yeah.
But if you're just bullshitting, like get the fuck out of there.
No,
And if
because
you
I
need
was,
me to
I
tell
was
that to
talking
you,
to
sure.
like one of my little homies. He's like a junior in high school. I'm like, so like, are you planning on going to college, or do you have like something you want to pursue before you leave, or if you're doing anything? He was like, yeah, I want to go to college for the experience. I was like,
damn, waste.
I was like, wait, you don't want to go like
party.
for no other reason? He was like, yeah. I was like, nigga, just hit the club. I was like, if you want to just, I was like, if you just want to party, just hit the club.
As somebody who did go through, and I'm never gonna say that I had the full college experience because I'm antisocial, don't do drugs, hate party, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, it's definitely different. The college experience is definitely an experience that you're not gonna get anywhere else, and I can say that with almost certainty. Yeah.
Bunch of kids on their own, away from their parents for the first
It's
time.
different, man. Like the college experience is complete. It's a completely different experience, and I'm not gonna say it's for the better, or it's not just the freedom though, because even after I came back from college, I had an apartment to myself. I don't know how to explain it. You can only really know what I mean if you've been to college, but like, and I'm not gonna say it's for the better or for the worse. Because some people absolutely love it. Some people absolutely hate it. Some people, I hated it, but there were still positive things about the college experience that I do miss.
Like what?
Let's see, I'm trying to like figure out how to say it in words.
Besides the party.
I didn't party.
Which you
Fuck
didn't
that
partake because you're sober.
I hated that shit. I went to like 4 parties and like 3 of them bitches got shot. Like, I was not with that shit.
Oh shit.
But what the fuck was I saying? Oh, like what about the college experience? I miss seeing my homies so much. It's just like a lifestyle of just like kick. And it's a weird thing because I lived with one of my homies and it still was different. It's just a different type of vibe. When like everybody's there kicking it with their homies, trying to do shit, like I really have no idea how to explain it to you. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I was actually closer to my best friend. We literally lived, our rooms were 20 feet away from each other, and it was still a different vibe than me and my homie who lived across campus from each other. Like, even my relationship with him is different than my relationship with anybody who I didn't go to college with. Like, college is just, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just a different situation. Yeah, it's completely different.
That's facts, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody who went to college.
Well,
like,
yeah, I just told them, like, if your whole goal is to party, don't spend, like, $30,000, like, to get it bussin' for a semester, bro.
Yeah, no,
I was
don't
like,
do that.
I was like, that does not seem smart. Or, like, don't go to school in some shit you really don't have a passion for. I was like, literally pick out what you fuck with and just go with it. I was like, go with the shit you fuck with and you'll probably find something. That is probably like the best thing I can tell you.
What you fuck with is going to change. A lot of people need to remember that too. You're going to change a lot. College changed me. I feel like as a person, I changed more drastically in college than I have at any other point in my life. That year at SIU did a big part of shaping me and who I am today, 1,000% for sure. High school, I did a lot of changing. I've done a lot of changing since out of college. But more than anything, college has absolutely given me a completely different perspective, and it's changed me a lot, for sure.
How did it, like, what did it do specifically to you?
Well, in college, I found my passion of like what I do want to do with my life within, the music, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like just the bubble that I'm in right now,
Right.
like that space. And it made me appreciate just like, I don't know, grinding. Like a lot of my grind mentality, a lot of my hard work mentality, anybody who knows me knows that I've always been like that, but it's more intense and different now than it was when I was in college. Like sitting in the dorm room, just grinding, trying to make shit happen, knowing like this is some shit that isn't for me, is like it changes you. It gave me a completely new perspective.
I don't know. Because for me, like, I always thought you were more of like a jack of all trades. Like, I really don't want to master one thing.
I would still say I am, yeah.
Yeah, like, you would never be like the person to sit down and be like, yo, I just want to be good at this.
Yeah.
Like, this will be my specialty. Like, if somebody bet their life that they could beat me in something, this is what I would challenge them at. I always felt like you would be one of those people who like spin the wheel. Like, I'll fuck you up in any activity. Like, I don't really care. Like, that was your whole goal.
The way
like,
you describe that makes it sound raw as hell. Like, spin the wheel and whatever you pick, I'll fuck you up. I fuck with that.
yeah, like that's how he is as a person, though. Like, he'll come into it like, yo, I'm going gung-ho 100% in the beginning, always. But, like, now I've seen there's, like, groundwork. You're like, nah, nigga, like, I'm about to step my foot in here, but it's not going to be like off just confidence. I will have something in my corner too. And I will be growing on that.
Facts. It's a little bit more of a connection.
Hold up. No, I got to free up some space. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but I would say that I connect things a little bit more. I would say abilities or skill set, I do my best to connect them and think a little bit more than just like wildly going into shit. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like there's always been a fire lit in me, but I feel like more so than ever of just like, yeah, I'm trying to get this shit done. Like, I'm trying to make this shit for sure. Like, I don't know. I feel like college gave me a lot of that. Yeah. College changes everybody in different ways, but I just have made a lot of drastic changes since then, I feel like.
Yeah, being in places like being in school and doing some shit you really don't want to do, or like working at a place where you don't fuck with it, that shit motivates the fuck out of you. Cause it's like, this is where I don't want to be. Like, this is, if I don't go through with this shit, this is where I'm gonna be at. So that shit's hella motivating.
I feel like, yeah, but then there are also some, I'm hating on people, but there are a lot of losers out there who will just stick with that shit.
Facts.
Facts.
I don't know. I don't fuck with you guys. Not you guys, but I don't fuck with people who think like that. So don't come around me with that shit.
What, like people who get complacent?
Yeah.
Yeah. People have been like
I'm going to work this job
for
at Walmart.
30 years.
Even though I hate it,
Since they were 18. Just because fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
Stupid.
But on the other hand of that, if that's something you enjoy, I'm never going to tell you to. I'm not going to be the type of person to be like, you should be after more. If you're like, yo, I work this job at Walmart, I fuck with this shit. Like, I'm here, I'm happy, it gives me everything I need, this is what I want out of life. I'm never going to be the type of nigga to be like, you should want something different. How dare you want what you... I don't give a fuck. However, if you're working at Walmart and you're like, yo, fuck this shit, I hate clocking in every day, but don't do anything else, that's where my issue lies. But if you're the type of nigga that's like, yo, I'm cool with this. Like, this is some shit that I like. Now, I'm not going to tell you what you should and shouldn't like.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's definitely both sides.
Yeah. Only issue I have is when people clearly hate the shit, know they hate the shit, and they're just like, this is what I'm going to do even though I hate this shit. But if you're like, yo, this shit busting, I'm not going to be like, nigga, give up your dream for some shit that I think you should have because I don't like your dream. Nigga, live your life, man.
Yeah, that's all I can ever push on people. Like, yo, whatever you're comfortable with is what you do.
Yeah. If you enjoy being homeless, fuck it, man. If that's your shit, you just love the
streets.
The thrill.
You love that shit, man. Then who am I to be like, nigga, you're homeless. Why are you should be doing something else. I can't tell nobody that, man. If you're genuinely happy just being homeless,
there's people who like being
homeless,
free. Just
man.
Fuck it.
Hey, if that's some shit that make you genuinely happy, I'm never gonna tell nobody to go against their genuine happiness ever.
A wanderer is not always lost.
Where'd you hear that?
League of Legends. It's a hard bar.
No, it definitely is. I heard a hard bar somewhere weird recently. I can't remember though. But let's get into some music. How long we been recording, Millie?
34 minutes.
All right, word. Let's get into some music shit. Y'all want to start with the hottest topic, J. Cole and No Name Gypsy?
Yes,
Well, I guess she
sir.
doesn't go by No Name Gypsy anymore, but she used to.
No name.
Yeah, now it's just No Name. Let's get some background for the people at home who don't know. All right, so however long ago, No Name put out a tweet saying your favorite rapper or niggas out here dying and your favorite rapper won't even do so much as put out a tweet when niggas' whole discographies are about the black plight. She put that tweet out. A little bit of time later, I think like 2 weeks or so later, J. Cole drops his song "Snow on the Blight." I want to
Snow on the Bluff.
on the
Snow on the
bluff.
Bluff.
Thank you. Why?
Damn.
I mixed up the plight and the snow on the bluff.
Blight.
I said it, and y'all heard. I was like, that don't sound right. But yeah, snow on the bluff, and basically was addressing the situation that was addressing the tweet that No Name put out. Who she didn't name anybody specifically, but a lot of people were saying she was talking about Cole, Kendrick, or just any rapper who discography is about the black plight but still didn't speak up about the Black Lives Matter movement. So he did that. The song was basically him talking about her saying it and she shouldn't be saying that, and she should be educating people because she's done the research and he hasn't, and he's just some random nigga that be rapping. And yeah, No Name did not take kindly to that. She took it to be misogynistic. She took it to be disrespectful. She tweeted about it in some deleted tweets that she has deleted. Chance hopped into it because that's No Name's. No Name is Chance's people. He also fucks with J. Cole heavy, so he jumped in it. And then No Name dropped a response song where she was basically saying like, nigga, motherfuckers out here dying and you took the time to respond to this. Like, instead of talking about me saying some shit about it, how about you actually like make a difference? Basically, was kind of along the lines of what it was. So yeah, the internet has been mainly on No Name's side, saying J. Cole is misogynist, and not is misogynist, but the way he did things were misogynist. The things he's saying were very patriarchal, and yeah, how we feel about it.
Well, I don't think anybody directly like displaying. Well, I'm not gonna say like I'm the most knowledgeable person on this whole situation.
Yeah,
But I definitely don't think anybody speaking up on their opinion or telling, like, you told a bunch of people, like, damn, your discography is about this, but you won't write, you're not talking about what's going on right now. For you to, like, tell somebody that, and then you'd be like, hey, why don't you just educate people? I don't understand how that's directly misogynistic. Like, what did he say directly that...
I'm trying to
cut
piece
it out
that
to be-
together too. Where's the misogynist?
yeah.
coming from?
You gotta read exactly what he was saying, but a lot of people are talking about the way he was talking about her tone and the way that he was saying that she was raised, and he don't know nothing about that. Blah blah blah. A lot of people, and I didn't read all of his tweets. I only read a couple, but even I did get some misogynist. I don't want to say misogynist, but
Sexist or...
It's like it clearly wasn't blatant. It clearly wasn't intentional. It was just like an undertone of his statement, of the things he was saying. It was just, that's how it felt to me. That's how it felt to a lot of people. Yeah. First off, I said on the last episode, I don't like people telling, I've said it in a couple episodes, I don't like people telling people what they should or shouldn't be talking about.
Thank you.
Whether you feel Black Lives Matter or you don't, I have no right to be like, yo, nigga, what the fuck? You in post? Like, what the fuck you doing not posting? Like, come on, man. You better post some shit. I don't know.
That's what I was about to say. You can't expect, you shouldn't expect anything from anyone.
It becomes ingenuine.
Especially if you're like,
becomes,
you better make a post about Black Lives Matter.
It doesn't help
you
anything
care,
for me
like,
to
or
force
else you're
people to do
canceled.
that shit.
And I realized a lot of people just do it for interactions regardless.
I think that No Name put herself in a very good position, and by her not putting any like direct names out there, she baited in people who felt guilty for not doing what they thought they were supposed to be doing. Because the people who
I
responded to
agree.
that are obviously people who are
who
like.
feel that way, who
But-
feel that
but
damn,
Jake-
I should be doing something.
So she basically baited people into that trap, and they exposed themselves. I don't
That's
know.
a good point, actually. I actually didn't think of it that way. That is a really good point because the fact that he even felt that it was about him shows like how he was feeling himself a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
Now
Yeah.
he might have been like too busy. Well, I don't know if anybody's too busy for this type of shit, but he
What
might have
would
been
he be
going through
doing?
something to where he couldn't.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm trying to
But
play
he was
devil's
at the
advocate.
protest, though.
Like,
2 days after she did that tweet,
Really?
it was after the tweet. Yeah, right. It might have even been the next day.
I know.
And who's to say whether he was planning to do it or you know? Like I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what the facts were. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't tweet nothing. He didn't go do anything in public. I don't know if he was doing shit behind the scenes. I don't know if he was planning to do shit already. But yeah, and people were just not with it.
He should have just not said anything.
I don't think he needed to. I think he clearly misread the room. I think he had no need to say anything. I think if anything, he could have personally messaged her. He could have DM'd her, like, and been like, "Hey, I don't like the way you did this." I think a whole song about it was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, he did go off on that song though.
No Name went off on her song. She went stupid. No Name can fucking rap, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but she went stupid. And it was only a minute long, and she bodied that shit. So, big shout out to No Name. I've been a No Name fan for a minute, like, of her music. I mean, I've been a J. Cole fan, too, but he dropped the ball on this one. That's my personal opinion. I think he slept on this one.
Everybody got slip-ups.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has slip-ups. And after he dropped it, he said, "Yo, I stand by everything I said in that song last night." And then the internet killed him. And the day after that, he was like, "Yo, everybody
My
go follow
bad.
No Name. I respect and honor her, blah, blah, blah." He retweeted her song. And I'm not saying, like, it was ever malintent that he had. But, like, I don't know. Just thought it was weird. That's me personally, though.
Yeah, as long as we're fighting the same battle.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Everybody, all this entire thing did was just take attention away from the actual matter. So, it wasn't really necessary. I think, first off, I don't think she needed to put out the tweet. I'm not going to say she shouldn't have done it because, like, everybody was doing it. If that's genuinely how she felt, that's genuinely how she felt. I don't like it. I don't like it when people tell other people to post about it. I don't think he needed to respond. I don't think he needed to make a whole song about it. Yeah, I just don't think it was necessary.
I don't like when people tell other people, like, hey, you should be, like, doing more. But at the same time, I know when you tell people, yo, you should be doing more, that might light the fire under somebody to get them up and actually do their part.
There's a way to do it. If it's a situation where I feel that somebody should be saying something or doing something that they aren't, putting a post on my story saying, or on my page saying, "Yo, I see y'all silence and I'm unfollowing everybody who didn't do shit." It's not going to do nothing. If I think it's an issue, I should call you up, message you, "Yo, Thomas, man, I think it might be beneficial if you did this, did that." "Oh, no, I'm not doing it because of this," or "I am doing it, I just don't want to post it," and we can have a conversation about it. But coming at people that way,
Yeah.
to me, doesn't solve anything.
I feel like telling people, hey, you should be donating, hey, you should be...
I never stand by telling people what to do with their money.
Exactly, like...
I can never tell someone
I don't
to
ever
donate.
feel... I actually feel, like, more obligated not to help when someone's, like, telling me I should be.
That's how a lot of people feel.
I would be
when
like...
you get told to do some shit, motherfuckers ain't about to do it. If I was about to go wash the dishes and my mom's like, "Malcolm, go wash them dishes," now I'm like, damn. Nah, I can't wash these motherfucking dishes.
Now I'm not going to wash them right. Like,
Right.
now you fucked up. Oh,
Right.
like, now that I feel like you have told me to do the shit,
Yeah.
I'm not going to make it easy.
Yeah,
Not
nobody
gonna
wants
make
to
it
be
easy.
in that submissive position.
Exactly. That's just how. That's a natural, like, human thing. I feel like a lot of people move like that. So, you know what it is. I say, I hope they piece it up. I would like them to speak about it like in person, or not in person, but just, you know, directly to each other. Make sure everything's all good between them, because they're both incredible artists. I have respect for both of them. They have a song together, all like in the past. It's Chance, No Name, and J. Cole, Warm Enough. It's on the Surf album. It's pretty fucking good. So hopefully they piece it up and everything's cool.
I couldn't imagine them not trying to get back together and piece things together.
I mean, they were never like friends, but like I think it was just a connection through Chance. I don't think they met in the studio together to record it. But
Now, while we're on this topic, how do you guys feel about like the whole NBA thing going down? Like the players revolting against the NBA, saying we're like, hey, we need to take the time to like inform people around us and make sure that the movement is like making its progress, or like we should take the time to like protect our people.
You want to?
You can start. It seemed like you had. So I'll go after you.
You got, well, not you guys, but NBA players got to remember you guys are under contract, so you can't just up and do whatever the fuck you want. But I understand this shit is way more important than playing basketball for a bunch of people to just throw money away too. But if you guys were feeling this type of way, you should have been doing it when Cap was doing it. Even though he's in the NFL, he still made a statement while he was under contract. He did all his shit. He made his point across, or he put his point across, and he started a little movement with the knee shit. NBA players should have did some shit like that. They should have shown this, that they cared before it happened like this. Yeah. And now it looks kind of weird. Now we can't really give them the wiggle room that they want when they want to not play.
Well, it was the fact that a lot of NBA players have been like active activists. So it's like, let alone like LeBron has spoken up.
LeBron has always been like, about
LeBron's always had his foot like in the water.
Not to mention the Warriors also decided not to go to the White House after they won, as like, you know, their mini protest.
When was that?
Last time they won.
Yeah,
shit. There are people like that, and then there are people who are just trying to slink by under the guise of
like there's for me, I as a basketball fan, you know, you want to see the NBA on. Like, that is the goal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for sure. I want to see basketball. I want to see sports. And there is a big hole in the sports market right now that they could probably fill. And there's a fuck ton of money everybody's missing out on. But it's like, yo, if LeBron wins, everybody's just going to throw an asterisk to the shit. Everybody who's not a LeBron fan is the first thing you're going to say is like, yo, that doesn't count.
See, here's the way that I feel about it. So the activist in me is saying, keep the NBA off, because there are more important things going on in their country. There are better things that could be focused on. There are a lot of other things that are more important than this right now. Basketball just isn't that important.
Right.
But then there's also my businessman brain, because that's always how my brain is. You know, that's, everybody knows that's just how I run. And when you start to look at it from a business standpoint, which is the way that my brain looks at almost everything, these players are under contract. These players make money from this. This gives them money in which they can then use towards the activism that they want to use. Basketball and this basketball network is a huge platform, and I don't want to say there aren't that many. There are a lot of people who don't give a fuck about these players and don't like follow them on Instagram. They don't care about them so much as people enough to follow their social medias, follow what they say regularly. So they can protest without the NBA and they can do their thing, but only some people are going to see that. If you start the NBA up, and during these after-game meetings, whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the post-game conferences.
There we go. The post-game conferences, they talk about it. Now there are more people. It spreads it further, and it gives them more money to further it. That's in a perfect world where everybody would take this as an opportunity to further the activism. I don't feel that that would happen. I feel that a big piece of what is going on right now, this beautiful quote-unquote revolution that's going on right now, is because the world is shut down. And The NBA isn't on. Your favorite TV show isn't running. Your club isn't open. So everybody is paying attention to this. This is what we're paying attention to, and it makes people buy in. Whereas regularly, oh shit, another black man got killed. But I only see that real quick while I'm scrolling through Twitter through the commercial break. I only see that George Floyd got killed while I'm in the club listening to Sicko Mode. So I look at it, I feel bad for a second. Now I'm on to the next thing. There is no next thing right now. We're going to sit with this. We're going to sit with this, and now we actually have no choice but to think about it because there's nothing else to think about. It's not like I'm on my way to class and I see George Floyd got killed. I throw it on my story and keep it pushing because I'm thinking about something else. I'm at home. Nigga been scrolling through Twitter all day. Oh shit, George Floyd. There's no ignoring it. Shit is on fire. Like, we can't ignore it anymore. It's so easy to ignore when there's so many distractions. And I think that NBA, if not used as a tool, would be a bigger distraction. And it's not a tool that we have full control over.
I feel like it comes down to the players at the end of the.
But it doesn't.
I feel like it comes down to the players in a degree of who is going to take that first leap and be like, yo, I want to use even the NBA's platform.
But even if they do, the NBA is not theirs. Your Instagram platform is yours. If you decide this is what you want to do with it, this is what you do with it.
Yeah, but
the NBA isn't yours. So if I decide this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to talk about with it, there's still someone else who could say, nah, edit it out, cancel my contract, put somebody else in that seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not their tool to use.
I feel like, but with LeBron, you're messing with a juggernaut who you cannot do that to. Like, you cannot tell LeBron, hey, we're going to cut your contracts,
you don't have
do
to tell
all this
that.
other shit.
They don't have to tell you that.
They're not going to tell LeBron shit.
They don't have to tell him that. It's an industry in which he doesn't own. So they don't have to tell him. They do it under the rug. They do it gradually. They do it slowly. And that's what happens.
I feel like there's nothing they can do, though. If LeBron comes out and starts using their platform, like during a post-game conference, starts talking about everything that was going on in the world, there's nothing they can do.
Your interviews are now shorter.
No.
They're going to get shorter and shorter.
No, but
we're going to make
like,
a new LeBron.
There's no way to make a new LeBron.
There's a billion ways to make a new LeBron.
There is nobody who's going to come in just as talented, just as good with his words, there's nothing you can do to make a new LeBron. A basketball star is not built from like publicity and a fuck ton of exposure.
If you put more money behind somebody than is being
that's
put in
not
LeBron,
going to make them good.
Over time, they don't have to be good. There are plenty of good players. They're the fucking
no
NBA.
No one's going to listen to anybody. I'm not listening to no third string bench player.
Nigga, get the number two nigga. Get the number two nigga and put more money.
You're gonna get Kawhi Leonard to speak.
I'm not.
Kawhi's not finna do.
Nigga, I'm not saying exact person. You can easily. There's always somebody else, and you can easily grab somebody else, put more money behind them, take money away from LeBron, put money into this person, and over time,
the billion-dollar athlete. I doubt there's anything you could do to take away from this man's like. He has a next level like vice grip hold on the NBA. If LeBron does not want to play, niggas are not going to watch the NBA. Nobody's going to watch it. LeBron has so much leverage right now currently in the NBA that it does not. Nobody, like, I didn't want to be the dickhead to say it because it makes LeBron sound bad. If LeBron chooses that they're not going to play, they aren't going to play. And if LeBron chooses that they are going to play, they are going to play. That is literally what's going to happen.
There are easy ways. I don't want to say easy. And I'm not saying it's something that happens tomorrow like they stop showing LeBron. It's a gradual thing that happens over time. And it is a machine that they have control over. And he doesn't. He has control of his machine. The NBA isn't his machine.
I feel like you can't force a LeBron. You cannot force a Michael Jordan. You cannot force Like you could put money behind someone and flood all this stuff. It's never going to be like if it's organic. When an organic person pops up that is pulling eyes, they're pulling eyes for a reason. You can throw money behind someone all you want and throw a fuck ton
Without
of
the money,
publicity.
LeBron wouldn't. Without the NBA's money, LeBron wouldn't be where he is today.
He would be way ahead. LeBron gets more money from Nike than he does the NBA.
Now.
He does not need
All of that is now.
Yeah, but he wouldn't even. I wouldn't say LeBron directly needed.
If the NBA never signed LeBron, LeBron would not be where he is today.
And LeBron,
we would not.
The league would not be in
the
the same spot without LeBron. LeBron has literally backpacked the league for the past 18 years. There has been no other star to the caliber. There has been no other nigga with his face.
Stars are
on the
made
league.
when if they choose to blackball you early, that's it. If they choose to put money into you, that's how it works. They put money into people and it grows exponentially.
I do not believe in
There aren't independent leagues at the moment. There aren't NBA.
There is independent leagues.
Not on the level of
no. There's
NBA.
nothing on the NBA's like circuit.
The basketball world doesn't work in the way that the music world works nowadays, where you can make it without a label and be the biggest star. You can do that today in music. In basketball, you can't be the biggest star without the NBA.
I think
same with that's just how sports work as of right now. As
of right now, I have been seeing a lot of people who are still not even drafted with bigger followings than pro players. Like there's a fuck ton
not
of
the stars that the NBA chooses. If the NBA chooses a star, they're a star.
I doubt Nikola Jokic is more famous than some of the people who are like D1 bound basketball players coming into the league. There are people with so big followings that are freshmen in high school. But basketball has transcended just the NBA.
But that's always how it's going to look to somebody who is into the world of basketball. We're talking to people who are looking at these people as stars. Do you know who Nikola Jokic or whoever the fuck he just said?
Nikola Jokic.
I do not.
Y'all don't know about him. But my mom knows who Chance the Rapper is. You see what I'm saying? It's about people who need to be able to identify them outside of that culture.
But
my mom knows who LeBron is.
I'm willing to bet your mom knows LeBron. LeBron does not need the NBA for his platform anymore.
Today.
He does not need the NBA anymore.
Today.
He
became the reason that he doesn't need his platform is because they gave it to him previously.
Facts.
If they never gave it to him,
but I'm saying
he wouldn't have it. That in the world of sports today,
so what is stopping him from making the contribution to the fucking what is stopping him from making the contribution to the movement right now then?
As of now,
your whole thing was the NBA can just snatch it from him. You just collectively said he is a household name now because they gave him the platform. It's already too late. If he chooses with that platform to come out and say all this shit, they have no choice. The head guy, the face of the league, did this, and it is too late to change anything about it. You cannot do anything. If LeBron James currently does it, there is nothing anybody in the NBA could do. There is nothing. I almost said the wrong person. Adam Silver could do at all. Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, would have no way to penalize him for it, no way to do anything about it. It would just be like, if you penalized him, you know how bad the NBA looks. You know how bad everybody looks. If LeBron starts getting shorter, like post-game conferences because he came out with a statement.
As I said, it is a gradual situation that they can do at any point to any player at this moment. LeBron will be perfectly okay without that. That's not going to fuck up his life. He plays basketball because he wants to. He doesn't need to.
Oh, yeah, he's past basketball.
But let's say it was a situation where he needed to. They can still snatch it away from him.
I don't think there's anything the NBA could do from LeBron using their platform. No matter what anybody does for the rest of like even if Shaq came out and said some shit, they would have no way to do anything. It is Shaq. Shaq has
That's Shaq's personal platform.
Basketball, but
His
I'm saying,
personal platform,
yeah,
just like
he
LeBron's
can use,
personal platform.
He can use even his basketball platform to speak up. There is so many ways for him to do
The
it.
NBA can easily not air that.
Firstly, I don't even think the NBA would like get to a point where they would start doing this. I think they would fold pretty quickly. They're not going to be like the NFL with
They're going to fold. They have no option.
But if
Most of their league is just a bunch of black guys.
Yeah, I don't see it.
That's most sports, but yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
like,
NFL
there's
has
nothing
a
they
lot
can
of racist roots and origins to it, where the NBA kind of does, but they got past it relatively early compared to football. So I don't think the NBA is going to fuck around with this one. They're going to let the players do whatever the fuck they want to do for a while.
They already
I think
told
that's what a
players that
lot
they
of
can
businesses
opt in and out.
I think that's what a lot of businesses are doing nowadays. But at the end of the day, it all depends on. It is a good platform that can be used for good, but it all depends on how everybody uses it, the players and the people who actually own the platforms. Whereas without the NBA, it puts more focus. The players are using their platform because there isn't shit else to do. Now, I'm not saying that's the sole reason, but that's part of the reason there's nothing else to do. That's the thing to do right now. And I think we need to keep it that way in order to keep things moving forward. We need to keep it being the thing to do right. You know, like not the thing to do right now, but the thing to do. We need it to not be a trend. We need it to not be because sports aren't on. We need it to not be because there's no club to go to, because there's no school. But you don't feel like it would
be even more powerful if even when sports came on, the sports highlighted it too?
If. It's a if.
Yeah, I'm saying like with LeBron talking in a press conference or before a game or anything, there is no way to stop the media. Like the media, after LeBron does the shit, it will get out. If the NBA stops a recording or something of LeBron speaking on the matters, and all that gets out, that is way worse.
All of this is still an if. All of this is if he does this, if the players do that, if to do that. We know the NBA isn't what's going on right now. It's not going on. Motherfuckers are speaking up. It's now on. Let's say the game is over. What the fuck? I'm not thinking about that shit. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas about these buckets I just got. Like, you know what I'm saying? There are different things to think about right now.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm consciously choosing not to support, but it's an afterthought now. I have adrenaline running through my brain. I just got off the fucking court. Like, nigga, I just dropped 40. I'm going to tell y'all niggas about the points I just dropped and not about these niggas protesting. Like, that's the way that it could go. There are a billion ways it could go. We know how it is going right now.
Yeah.
So in a perfect world,
like that's how you would see it coming out.
In a perfect world, if they use this platform for the better,
world, we wouldn't even have to talk about the
True. But in a perfect world, under these circumstances, all the players would continue to use this platform, this new platform, in addition to their other platform. But at the same time, niggas want their ring. Niggas are still now niggas ain't thinking about the ring. It's like, oh shit, I'm thinking about this. But now, this is on the back burner because I still want my fucking ring. People are still people, and people still want things for themselves. Like, and I can't fault anybody for that. Like, that's just the way that life goes. Niggas want theirs. If I've been working my whole life for a ring, I'm not gonna say, well, fuck everything.
Yeah, pass up the free chance to get one for like low key cheap. There's 21 teams competing, and so far like 100 players were like in a call like, yo, I don't even know if I want to play.
Yeah, like niggas are going for their shit. So,
and Kyrie Irving has been like the most outspoken of any like basketball player.
Yeah.
And he's really been out like, yo, I'm not fucking with coming back right now. He's like, we need to focus on this shit, get this shit handled. The NBA season can wait until next year. And I mean, frankly, it can. Yeah, it 100% can. And on top of, I like that they gave players the option to opt out. If you don't want to play, you don't have to. Because let alone all the COVID, if you do test positive for COVID while you're in there, you get isolated for 14 days.
Yeah.
You can't hang out with people from other teams. You can't hang out with your teammates. You can't hang out. Nobody's allowed back in your room besides you. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a interesting situation, and the world is changing in a lot of different ways because of COVID, because of these social changes. Like, there's a lot of shit changing. So
I do find it fucking crazy, like how close like people used to just be to you. Like,
Yeah.
do you ever take the time and realize like how much we randomly touch shit and then touch your face, or touch shit and then like just not think about it?
just spread shit without the masks. Like, yeah, niggas used to be.
Like every time you caught a cold, it was from another human being. Like another human being handed it off to you, and you never thought about that shit.
Yeah, shit is crazy.
Isn't that weird?
How
That is
long we-
weird.
An hour.
Hour 5.
I bet we got to start asking the listeners for questions again, but let's end it off with some questions. What y'all got? Anybody got anything? Philosophical or not, based off anything in the world.
If you got offered to live in a parallel universe, would you do it?
Why?
Like,
Oh shit! Oh, never mind. I got a question, but I'm gonna let you
Define
finish
parallel
yours.
I
universe.
also have a
like,
question.
all right, well,
Yeah, I guess
like
we'll
a
just do
question
some
about
quick
my
ones then.
question, or
No,
like
no,
your
no,
own
like
question.
my own, but you can.
Then
go
we
ahead.
could just do everybody else's question. So just-
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Millie.
just define a parallel universe.
like, let's say they would swap you out. You and the you from the other universe just swap. Would you take it? Like, fuck it.
Just rolling the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would just
Nah, I'm
roll the
good.
dice and take it.
I'm cool.
I'm gonna
cool
say
with
fuck it, bro.
What's there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. What was your
That
question,
seems
Millie?
risky.
Yeah, it's risky as fuck.
Do you guys think true evil actually exists?
Like someone who's just born pure evil. Like they can't, like everything they look.
Good and evil is all relative.
Yeah, it's
So you don't
subjective.
believe- okay, yeah. Then never mind.
Because I mean, I can think somebody's evil, and they could think I'm evil. Like,
yeah.
and that's like, all right, bet it's been a long ass pod. We done talked about a lot of shit, and we spent the beginning of the podcast spending a long period talking about college, which fits right into the song that Hamid Bankole just dropped, Name College. Really good song. He showed it to me before he dropped it and all that shit. It's pretty fucking fire. So, this is College by Hamid. Peace.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I got a couple dollars in my pocket, and I still got plenty of options. But I ain't going back to college. No, I ain't going back. I got a couple dollars in my pocket. I'ma get it all regardless. Cause I ain't going back to college. No, I ain't going back. Both my parents got PhDs, so it's only right I got a GED. Now mix a stubborn attitude with some ADHD. How my name's Hamid. These F's and C's, still trying to figure out what I'm going to be. A young man with big hopes and big dreams. That's when I was 18. Now I'm 23, and to be frank, I'm ocean wavy like the sea. Care what you think? That don't really sound like me. Gas in the tank, a couple gallons, all I need. Thank God I got enough to afford the fee. A whole lot of people giving out advice for free, but that's the price you gotta pay. When you wanna move a different way, people wanna laugh up in your face, but that's okay, I love you anyway. Oh, tell me, man, what's on your mind? Pay a penny for your thoughts and $1 for mine. Appreciate all the support, you know I gotta get mine. I've been searching for the truth, you know it's hard to find, but when the raining stops is when the rainbow pops and the sun gon' shine. And the sun gon' shine. You know the sun gon' shine. Hey, hey. I got a couple dollars in my pocket, and I still got plenty of options. But I ain't going back to college. No, I ain't going back. I got a couple dollars in my pocket. I'ma get it all regardless. Cause I ain't going back to college. No, I ain't going back. No, I ain't going back. Oh, no, 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 no. See, now look how they react. See, look, see, look. I got options, like a running quarterback. Ain't stopping, 100 meters on the track. What's poppin'? Feeling free and that's a fact. You wildin'. If you think I'ma hate my life just to impress you, they say you should still go to school, even if you don't know what you wanna do. And I think that's crazy. I was in community college for about 2 months, and I hated every minute, and I hated all the sitting and listening. I almost lost my mind. I'd rather be riding my bike. I'd rather be singing in the booth. I'd rather be telling you the truth. Don't let this world pressure you. It's not a race. Go at your own pace. Still finish in first place. I got a couple pairs of socks and a couple sets of clothes. I don't need no dirty money, I don't need no sourdough. And that's food for thought. A younger foolish me was really fooled a lot, thinking I wanted the money and the fancy cars. But I'll be riding in this Camry till my engine stops. So you can keep all your opinions and your suggestions. I ain't going back to college and it sound like this. I ain't going back to college and it sound like this. I got a couple dollars in my pocket, and I still got plenty of options. But I ain't going back to college. No, I ain't going back. I got a couple dollars in my pocket. I'ma get it all regardless, cause I ain't going back to college. No, I ain't going back.